Hello, hello, and welcome to another Timespinner tournament race. With me, I have Llama. How are you doing?
Hello. We're good. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. We've got quick setups. Uh, we've got LunarRayGames versus WindFaeMaiden, creator of the vanilla game, LunarRayGames. So,
Zed is a little quiet. I will see if I can fix that.
all right.
Well,
Yeah.
we have WindFae as well, who is a little bit good at this game.
Very technical.
Okay, I'm
a few.
bumping you up a whole bunch, so let's see if that fixes it. I know I'm quite loud. I could also bring myself down.
It's all about finding the balance where we're not too terribly loud over the game or each other, and so just help us out. We're getting things set. Our runners are on their way in the race room, so we will be seeing them start here now.
Right now. We're trying to
Right
scoot,
now.
scoot along a little bit here.
Shattered minus. We hate to see it.
Not great. Okay, I think I can also sync the streams. It looks like... I think I can just do this.
Yeah, it looks like we need to sing...
There's a little bit of a delay between what the stream does and the syncing.
We're getting it all figured out.
Okay.
But,
nope, that was the wrong way.
wrong way.
So let's
stop. More on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, I got it reversed.
Sash and Bangle, we've got great experience and great movement already. The seed is free.
Alright, that's about right.
What's the catch? We've got experience and movement. What's the catch?
Well, WindFae begged for no Ravenlord, and I threatened her, so that might be it.
So you're saying it's Ravenlord on Cantaran for present access? That's what I'm hearing?
Sure. The unfortunate part about having a cursed seed is they already have Sash, so it can't be that cursed. Can it?
You would be surprised.
I say intentionally cursing the seed.
I didn't see what our spell was, other than that it is Frozen Spires. I didn't see if it was plus or minus, but it seems like it's pretty low damage for Frozen Spires, which is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking it might be Ice minus and Shattered minus.
That would be great.
All right.
Not much of a divergence here.
I think our runners are too used to seeing people get burned by early caves.
Yes.
So we're seeing everyone dip early. Or no?
No, just getting that warp.
Grabbing the warp.
They have the Sash, so that means a lot of Ilana's tower is available.
Okay, according to Garrett, we are ice neutral.
Ah.
Which isn't much better.
That's not much of a consolation.
Frozen Spires is great when it's plus. I mean, it's still pretty good.
It's still pretty good.
Neutral, but it's not like a Bombardment or Jin Inferno neutral.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that effective. Gear 1 of the Timespinner. 1 of 5.
1 of 5. So for those of you newly joining us, I don't think we have too many of you, but just in case, we are looking for 5 pieces of the Timespinner and access to the final area of the game. The gear being one of those 5 pieces.
Yep, 3 gears, 1 spindle, and 1 wheel. The wheel is by far the most important out of all of them, giving us the ability to stop time.
So it gives us a little bit of mobility, but not only that, it also helps with that dodging of enemies. We have that Talaria attachment, which is what you see causing them to go zoomies along horizontally. But having time stop means that they can run into enemies without getting damaged. And now we have 2 out of 5.
That's pretty good equip. I believe that's like 3 or 4th. Third,
yeah.
Around there.
Oh, jeez. Don't die. Oh, gosh.
Your healing items never have a better use time than they are early. Because that is when you are the weakest. Unless, you know, you're running Bleak Ring, which maybe then you want to keep a few healing items in your back pocket. But the early death is something that will stick with you the entire seed. Just don't let it happen. Use your healing items. You start with 1. And don't be afraid to use it.
Yep. Unfortunately, they're still not strong enough to kill things terribly quickly. The Ice Spires definitely sticking on the scene help. Sticking around and doing multiple damages.
Yeah. WindFae is trying to pick up some levels, but it's not really working. We're not dealing enough damage to kill the enemies before we leave the screen. There we go.
Getting a few.
Stick around for a little bit longer. Get some of those levels.
I think I saw them equip Cell and Spangle. Am I mistaken?
Yep. We had Selen's Bangle and Celestial Sash in the same room, so we are getting double experience off of everything.
I was busy fussing with things. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. We're all good now. But yeah, we're gonna get double experience through the entire seed. It's pretty huge.
Bodhi, also known as LunarRayGames, having a little bit of trouble early on having to heal when WindFae didn't, but had pretty good movement in that basement loop, as pointed out by WefJebster, and has made up a lot of that lead that WindFae got on him.
Oh, the pitiful damage that we had.
That was for the past.
Yes, that was.
Didn't see where.
We already are.
Upper Caves of Banishment. So, yeah, they already have that.
Well, now don't our runners feel silly for going out of their way for that warp.
That would have been god tier play if they skipped getting that warp.
Yeah.
But how could they?
You're being a little bit silly if you do make that play.
How could they have known?
Yeah.
Finally, some divergence. I didn't see who was at Cantaran.
I believe that was the Maw.
Okay, I saw it was a shorter boss name. Maw, not too bad, and Ice is something that he's weak against.
Yep, Maw weak to Ice is pretty good. We did pick up the Aura Blast spell. And there's an Oculus Ring.
Umbra minus. B-key card.
Economizer plus, we've got a gun plus.
Okay.
Plus orbs, they do exist.
We're looking for Gorb.
Everyone loves Gorb.
And as you mentioned, the Oculus Ring, picked up by WindFaeMaiden, means WindFae is not going to have to double back for any of the hidden areas, depending on if LunarRayGames goes immediately to that same location. Won't have too much backtrack, just the hidden floor in Alana's tower. Which,
floor in the tower,
yeah.
and we also have our basement loop.
Yeah.
Breakable.
But both of them missed that. It's more areas... Ooh! Gin Plus.
Oh, Gin Plus.
We're good.
The damage problem is solved.
We're good. Everything's weak to meatballs.
Everything is weak to the unstoppable force of unlimited meatballs.
Now I'm hungry.
Well, we've got like an hour.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Should have gotten a snack. Oh well. I will survive. That throw trap just yeeting her into the other corner.
Yep, Bodhi, after taking a quick dip into some of the early checks in the Ilana's Tower, now in Lake Serene, picking up that Oculus ring, will be picking up that meatball.
Mm-hmm.
And be very happy about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not much of a divergence. I'm pretty sure Bodhi tapped into the lower Ilana Tower because you can get warp shards from the Merchant Crow there.
Yep, that was exactly what he did. He went and got
the courtyard.
That's the courtyard, which I believe is flooded.
Yep.
If I remember.
Meatball!
So we might be headed back there if we ever find the water mask.
And WindFae picked up a pink object, which allows us into the Yas Queen's room.
I love randomizer names.
Hehehe.
I'm glad that these rooms have to have names because of the Archipelago integration, because so many of them are very funny.
Do you have a favorite name?
It's between Yas Queen or Yo Mama.
I kind of like Omelet Room.
Omelet Room is good.
It's a real cute one.
Something that is not front-facing, but to the new setting that we're using this year in this tournament, the past wheel plus Wheel War for Archipelago is internally called Back to the Future. That's really funny.
That's a good one.
So I appreciated that. We're seeing a little bit of divergence.
Ducky has a good contender to Daddy's Bottom.
Daddy's Bottom.
There's some good names in this randomizer. WindFae, you can press start. You can press start!
Probably being just like a touch careful, making sure that she does.
Oh, she wanted to see what was there. I didn't notice. Antidote, Whiff says.
Yep. So, we will be skipping that light wall. Light wall neutral. We will not be seeing light wall neutral. Light wall is the other source of infinite vertical movement. Is also a pretty good offensive tool if it is plus, but since we already have the better infinite vertical, we won't be seeing its use, and it's not that great of a source of damage unless you're fighting a very stationary target.
Early on, there are some uses. Zarian, you can use it to block the little worms that come along the bottom. So, like, if you're very early on and suffering from dying, you can use it to block some things.
Yeah. Yeah, it because it is a solid object to everything.
We got a plus. Empire Plus. Time to punch things.
I know that's a lot of people's comfy orb. Where we all acknowledge that it might not be the best one, but man is it funny.
Yes.
It's also really good damage, because it is a late game orb, so it is scaled higher to start with.
Not too many bosses resist it. Not too many bosses weak to it, though.
Yeah. Hold on, I actually have an entire chart that I used to keep up while I was racing, but I've gotten so familiar with it at this point. But I like having it up. Anyways, so I've written HP
Keycard
values
C.
on it too.
Still no present access.
Well, we're clearly gonna find the wheel. We're gonna use
Raven. Okay, Merchant Crow, which unlocks Raven Lord.
WindFae is just going on a tear. We're hitting everyone. All of the bosses will be no more. Got the speedrunner orb, big meatball, and we're on our way. clear out Ilana's towers, find the warp to Siren's Cave.
Okay. They do have elevator keycard and B, so they're good to go from there.
They do have full access.
Nothing hurts more than getting that warp point and not having the elevator keycard.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but when it happens, it's just like, wow. I can't believe this has happened to me. This randomizer is awful. And then we continue to play it, and then we encounter far worse things, and think about it less.
Alright, let's see what's in the Yas Queen room. On WindFae side. Pilruti and Gorb!
Gorb! Both of our runners now with plus
Did she stay long enough to keep the Gorb? The toast didn't pop up. I forget the logic rule set on that.
I don't know.
Checking the basement loop hidden wall.
If she didn't pick it up, I don't think she's gonna be too worried about not
Nah.
having it. Well, not
We've got plenty of. Oh, there's Gun Plus. Okay, she did have it.
Yeah, Gun Plus. She just found a Nether Plus. She's going to eventually find that Empire Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is LunarRayGames' turn to go bully some bosses.
WindFae doing the Maw Caves, and LunarRayGames doing Ilana's Tower, sort of a crisscross swap on who's doing what.
Cody?
Okay.
Okay,
It's fine, it's fine,
he was
it's
paying
fine!
attention. He knew he had one more hit. I wasn't paying attention to how much damage he was taking. I just saw that his health was low. And
Just
it is
sort of
something
a-
I've harped on.
One fear.
Yeah. It is something I have harped on in previous tournament matches. Don't leave yourself one hit from death unless you are explicitly exploiting a Shadow Seal. There's no reason to.
Punches does not go low enough.
I believe it occasionally goes low enough.
Sometimes. I think you have to wait for the orbit to actually be low as the orbit around Linnaeus.
Yeah, I'm just reading chat. You know, I could make that change.
You can make it happen.
Changing. I can make that happen. I can change that when I make my PR.
I think you should.
I
become a man of the
what,
people.
I'll do it. I'll do it for the people. Let me write myself a note so I don't forget. Should probably check with Yarno and make sure that won't break anything. I don't think it should from what I looked at, but you know, better safe.
Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than completely broken.
Looks like most of our progression's going to be in the present. They're pretty thoroughly cleared out the past here, except for any of the few flooded areas there are.
Yep. I just noticed something.
A thing?
Odie's tracker is missing an A card.
Ah.
Because it's not dropped.
I panicked.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
No, everything's fine.
Are you gonna try and fix it?
I'm gonna see if I can fix it.
Okay. Don't break the stream.
I will do my best.
Alright,
Fine,
into the
fine.
present.
We're doing it live. We're gonna break it.
Doing it live. Why do you need a bug test anyway, really? They have quite a few key cards and the elevator key cards, so Varndegroth's tower here is not going to be too bad. And they can even take out Spider Hell here. They don't have the download, so they can't do the research document here. But they can do quite a bit. We do have a little divergence going left versus right on the tower, so we're going to have a little bit of a high five somewhere in this tower.
Hopefully it's right in the middle. They high five
That'd be
as they're
fun.
going through the long room with spiders.
Mm-hmm. Oh, pyramid axis right there. It looks like it might time out to be in that long hallway.
Plasma minus. We knew that already, but I
Yeah.
can still be disappointed about it.
Ah, not quite. Ooh, Koba. And here's the high five. Or no, she's going up to the Varndegroth section. And here comes Bodhi as well. Yes.
We'll high five on our way out of the boss fight. This shouldn't last too long.
Yeah. No, no, WindFae, no! You're gonna get juggled!
We're fine. Everything is fine.
There you go. They get a little high five hiding under his armpit. Now they'll do the side the other didn't. Be watching to see if we can take note of where in the pyramid that warp is on WindFae's side.
I didn't break the stream! Yay!
Yay, you did it! And that means it should be fixed.
Card.
It should be fixed for the remainder of the tournament. Alright, where is this? Nope.
Nope.
Didn't see it.
We're skipping through it. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Our runners
Gotta go fast.
really just...
I bet the other thinks... They each think that the other has come to the present before them. Because both of them did a pretty thorough clean-out of the past.
Randomizer. Randomizer races are entirely a mind game and you can't win otherwise.
The other person's gotta be ahead of me!
Yeah, they've gotta be ahead. No, you don't understand. What I did was stupid, even though it was completely justified and I couldn't have known otherwise.
No, I was wrong,
Clearly,
though! Ah, bees!
Clearly I should have known beforehand that I was wrong. You don't understand.
Bees.
I thought, come on. Yeah, Rotten Tail.
There you go.
I hope we get to see it. WindFae, you don't have the D card.
Nope. Bees again!
Or bees. We found all of our plasma.
Alright, let's check out the Kobo spot. Who we got? Not the worst. They have, infinite vertical, they got Celestial Sash, it should be fine.
Yeah. LunarRayGames with that Empire Orb is going to,
Yes.
be a little bit better on, at least, quick damage. You know what? I forget that the Nether Portal does
Yeah.
that.
In the Desperation Attack.
That is a... That is a thing that the Nether Orb does, and it's pretty good at dealing damage.
Punch doing, what is that, 37? Something 7?
Yeah, you know what? That Nether Orb might be doing a little bit more.
Some good. Oh, jeez. Some good use of the Celestial
Stash. I think Cody's heard me
Stash.
complain about it enough and is keeping track of how much HP attacks are doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think WindFae completed that a little bit faster thanks to the Nether Orb.
Yeah. I always forget that the Nether Orb has...
Oh, WindFae's gonna be
Orb.
happy.
She's happy.
And of course she equips it.
Immediately.
There you go.
Yep. True to her name.
It is her favorite orb.
It's a fun one.
Mm-hmm. Just, you know, don't let your hand cramp.
There is a setting in the randomizer to reduce that. I don't think either of our runners use it.
No.
But there's a melee auto-fire accessibility setting that is race legal if
Ooh.
people want to use it.
Water mask at boots. That'll be interesting. There's a bit of backtracking to do in the past. We'll see if it's bait.
Bait in my randomizer?
It's more likely than you think.
It's like their entire tournament last year was about never going to lab because it was always bait. Don't fight the bosses. There's nothing over there.
Another laser access.
Laser.
Do you think we'll see the lab today?
I want to see the lab again. Yeah. We don't.
Someday the lab will come back from the war.
Next tournament, I'm petitioning that we disable Enter Sandman.
Be interesting.
Return the need to go to lab.
I think with having Prism Break, Enter Sandman being off is still a bit more interesting because it's not just go do these 3 bosses. There's still 3 things you need to get to the lab. So it's like...
Yeah, it's a bit more interesting now with that Prism Break flag. Because then it brings into question, do you keep searching outside the lab for the remainder of the Timespinner pieces?
Mm-hmm.
Do you hope that you find them all before you need to go to the lab?
Lab is always money would come back with a force.
Lab is always money would come back with a force, or we would see a repeat of the 23 tournament where lab is always fake until it isn't. You know, we have all of the equipment to do wet regret if it shows up. I know you're a big fan of that.
Yes. I want there to be something absolutely required down there, and it has happened once. I forget what it was, but...
I'm pretty sure it was a Timespinner piece.
Yeah. I want something really convoluted, like tablet, and then it's on a download.
Now, let's find that tablet into the last laser. Best of both worlds. Require lab and wet. No.
Tablet? No, you already found the laser. Why'd you have to jinx it?
Oh, you rolled the seed. It's your fault.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll try better next time. But that does mean the lab is on the table.
We love our runners. We swear.
I swear.
Lab, yes. lab lit.
Lab could be an option. With only 2 pieces of the time spinner, do you go through the pyramid knowing you have to do it anyway, or you save that
I
for a
think
little
if
bit later?
I think if we knew where our warp was,
I know
if
it's.
it's
I
right
think
side,
it's not the close one.
yeah, if it's not the right side warp, you have to go through the rooms anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see which one it was, so. Oh, we saw entrance. Then yeah, that's the.
It's not one of the good ones.
Well, I think it's temporal gyre entrance and pyramid entrance.
Yeah. So it's one of the less good ones.
It's not inner ancient pyramid.
Yeah.
Which is what our runners were hoping for. So yeah, I could see our runners going through there just because it's a thing you have to do at some point.
Oh,
but before we
checking
see
that.
We're gonna see the Siren Caves.
Yep, got water mask. This area has burned so many people before. We gotta check it.
It's a pretty quick area. I mean, outside of like this one check, everything's located in one room. It's like 6 checks. It's a pretty good, dense location.
Mm-hmm.
And it has definitely burned runners in the past, so we all fear it. Oh, I thought this was the Siren Caves. This is the Caves of Banishment, or
yes,
Vermont.
this is past version of it. I mean, technically both of them have sirens, and technically only the past one has actual sirens. I forget the name. It's like Ananea or something in the present. Ooh, Shadow Seal though.
Rod Tail Strat.
Mm-hmm.
Poison ourselves for 30% of our HP. Which is a ridiculous amount.
Got Sandman over here who is super weak to Meatball! And he's dead.
I'm glad we're gonna ignore me calling you out for the 30% poison. Yeah, and there's the pyramid on LunarRayGames side.
Gotta do it anyway. Alright. Batcave has a plus orb, but it's not terribly important. Checking waterfall. Ooh! Okay then.
Always check waterfall.
Yep. Respawn. Oh, it's not flooded.
No,
We might actually
no
see regret here. Yep.
No regret.
I'd be happy for a dry regret tablet. Oh, gas mask. Oh, that would be a...
Do more in logic. They could just opt to do it without the gas mask, but it's not a play we've seen too frequently in this tournament so far.
It's not as... Oh, tablet!
It's a tablet!
Oh no! Asked for it! Oh my god! I hope Bodhi will speak to me after this.
Hey, good luck.
Oh my god.
Hey,
now we just need something on the downloads.
We've got 2 pieces of the time spinner left.
It might be
And
in the lab. That download.
You know what? I could jive with that. Yeah.
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 Well, even if the tablet doesn't have... Even if the tablet doesn't have anything, Regret Chest always has regret, because you regret regardless of whether it has something that you needed or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
You either regret checking it because there was nothing, or you regret not checking it. And even when it has something that you need, you regret checking it anyway, because, man, I hate this chest.
Man, ...
Because, man, let's just leave it at that. LunarRayGames will need to remember to go back to the past to check the water areas to get that one piece of the time spinner we know where it is. Come on. Come on, downloads. Alright, doing same things WindFae's doing, so maybe we'll see Waterfall check. I am going to switch over to WindFaeMaiden's music because really good song. Oops. She's a bit loud. Let me change that.
I got controls over.
Oh, okay, you do it. Wow, she's, set at 90 instead of 20. E-card D. Wow.
Sorry for the sudden audio.
It's a good song, though.
It is a good song.
Wheel! Oh, the laser gate was required.
But will Lab have money?
What would be awful is if that last gear is back in the gyre, because you get the wheel after you go past. Oh, there it is!
Oh, no, it's just there.
Aw, tablet was bait!
Regret chest. Man.
Full of digital regret. DLR. Downloadable regret. Well, there we go. WindFae on her way to the end. I do not think that LunarRayGames could catch up at this point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, having that tablet is not a good thing.
Not too much of a bait. I imagine after checking these water areas, LunarRayGames will go to the present. At least would go to the present. Go to the lab, because there's a lot of downloads and there's a lot of stuff in the lab. But apparently nothing this time around. And into a flooded final boss, and we have Varndegroth, who is weak to meatball. Rest in peace, Varndegroth.
No, just about 10 meatballs.
And who do we have second? Alright.
Windorb.
Come on, WindFae, use... no. It's not set up. She's probably got blood rushing in her ears. Kill Genza fast. There we go. WindFae is done. Official time, 37 minutes, 23 seconds. Get those GGs in chat, and also exclamation points in chat for WindFae, please. Hello, WindFae.
Hello. My heart is racing.
That's what I thought.
I think that's fair.
That's what we thought. We were yelling at you, "It's Genza, use the wind orb!" And then we realized that you probably weren't even thinking about anything, just kill Genza now.
Yeah, another orb is just so good generally, and then I had
What was your
damage.
And also unlimited rocks.
Yeah, they were doing like 600 damage. It was a lot.
It sure was.
I can't believe I forgot to use Wind Orb because I had the set within Wind Orb in there too.
So,
I knew you had it, but like...
It would be a good idea to watch the VOD, but I'm gonna give you one of the cursed bait that LunarRayGames has run into, Regret Chest, had tablet.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, there was a tablet at Regret, and just before Regret also had a gas mask.
Yep. So that's why Bodhi's here doing the Maw fight as well.
I was so close to doing Maw out of logic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even before going to the president, but I was like, that is probably such a bad idea. Oh, that's
The good news is that even if Bodhi follows the bait into checking the downloads in lab, he'll find those 2 pieces of the time spinner that he's missing that you got in the military hangar.
Yeah, that was so quick between those 2. I was like, okay, there's one. Where's the last one? And then just went behind that B door and saw that, and I was like, I gotta go right now.
I gotta go.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. I was like, oh jeez. And like, it was in lab, like on the way to lab. So I'm like, this is so easy to find. Like, Bodhi's probably like already fighting the bosses.
Just 2
That's how it feels now.
Yeah.
I've always made the wrong decision.
There you go.
Until I finish first.
All right. No, the other way. He'll get there.
Gotta go check that download.
So that was sort of a blitz of a seed, despite it taking 37 minutes.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
Early on, damage was a bit of a concern. Then you found Jin Plus.
Yeah, I found that, and then pretty soon after, I think found another plus, and I was just like, okay, I got an orb, I got a spell, we're good.
We also have Punch Plus. Real good.
Yeah, I forgot how good that was. It was just one-shotting some things, and has such range and stays around. It's just like, I forgot about it being able to use those.
Because it does linger.
Like the Rotten Wyverns. It's like, oh yeah, I can just punch through these. I don't have to take like 3 hits. Oh.
Alright.
I didn't see Raven Lord.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Somewhere in the
I'm
lab.
just happy about that.
Yeah. I also gave you Win Plus. So.
Yeah.
We're still friends.
We're still friends.
But you didn't use it in the end.
I know. I feel so silly about that now.
Squandered my gift.
I was just dead set. I was like, all right, Barney fired. Cool. Genza also fired. Cool.
That's absolutely fair. And also the heartbeat in your ears, drowning out all cognitive thought.
Yeah. I like thinking of Jin Inferno as its own element, the big rock element, and nobody is immune to the big rock element.
Pretty much. I got that Cell Spangle really early. I'm really, really happy that I did that of Avalanus Tower early to go back left, because I got that Oculus Ring, pretty easy, early. I was like, oh, thank goodness I went here before, having to go scrounge back up for some of those things again. I only had to do that for, 1 or 2 things. Nice. I didn't like seeing Water Mask when I did, because I was just like, oh, just everything that's underwater now.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate double back.
But, Waterfall had a gear, which was really glad I went there. I almost always check that, just because I think...
Ooh, don't die!
I think seeing Wef so many times, what was it, a year ago, 2 years ago, just there were constantly things in Waterfall.
Double exclamation points in chat for Bodhi finishing at 42 minutes and 40 seconds. Not that far behind.
Yeah, for such a fast seed. Cool.
But that was a wild ride. Welcome!
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can.
Cool. Hi.
Hello. I apologize for that tablet bait at Regret. I am sorry.
It's fine.
I got so excited to see it, though, because I wanted there to be something on a download.
Yeah, there's so many downloads, and especially when you get lab access, you're like, all right, let's go there. And then it's just on the way.
So you must have gone to the hangar pretty quickly.
Kind of. It was kind of the last place I went to. I did a good bit of water checks.
She did not do any of the pyramid before going to the hangar, so she didn't get the gas mask bait or the tablet bait.
Got it.
Which just put
really
you in the wrong direction.
I was really like thinking about going to the pyramids, and then I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I was like, where's this warp at? I didn't really even look at it. I was like, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna think about pyramids later.
That's a future me problem.
and then I got the wheel, and I was like, do I just like warp out and do this? I was like, I better just finish up the hangar. Like, there's a warp at the other end, whatever.
And then there was the gear.
Yeah. I was also tempted to do the gyre like immediately after I got the wheel too. I like doing it. It's fun.
It's got good music.
How soon did you do the waterfall?
Pretty soon after I got water mask, I want to say.
Okay.
I went up and got the bat ledge, or bat cave, broken wall near that waterfall, and then just got that in the same breath.
Oh, I totally forgot about that wall. Nice.
Yeah, that was a deciding factor in one of the races as well. But this is our upper division bracket, so it does not mean that we have to say goodbye to either of you. Congratulations to WindFae. You are moving on in the upper bracket. Your next match is Tonberry James.
And that's the semifinals for winners, right?
Yep.
For,
good luck.
Yeah.
Tonberry James is an impressive powerhouse.
Taking out Jim. I saw that and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that was a close match too. And LunarRayGames, you have a little bit of a while to wait. You need to fight the winner of 42, which is either Batty Mass Index, or the winner of 40, which is ACZ, or the winner of 30, which is either Urza or Ducky. So all of those are pretty tough matches to go up against, but you got a while to wait.
That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, really looking forward to how many more tournament matches we got coming up. There are a lot more matches than you'd really think left.
There's a lot of people this year, which is great.
It's been very exciting. I am going to try and wrap us up kind of quickly, because I do know there's something else after us at 10:15. So I do want to make sure we're off the air by about 10 minutes before they would go up, so that gives us about 5 minutes. So anything final that anyone else wants to share? Thank you, Speedgaming, by the way.
Thank you, Speedgaming.
It was great running against you, WindFae. And great game.
I was so nervous by the end of that. I could just hear my heart in my ears. All the book perfectly earlier. Wishlist Timespinner 2. There's a really cool guy that made that game, or is making that game.
Yes.
Wonder where he's at right now.
Yep.
And thank you, commentators.
We have another match tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. It'll be Urza versus Ducky. That's also going to be a wonderful match. Hopefully we will all see you there. But if there's nothing else for us all to say, I'm going to say goodnight to everyone.
Really quick.
Really quick.
Speedgaming Live 2024 in person. Tickets are available. They're looking for volunteers. If either of those interest you, speedgaming.org. Go check that out.
Yes, go there. Check that out.
But I believe that is all we have. Yes.
All right, cool. We'll say goodbye, and so the next people after us have plenty of time to set up, and I don't remember who's after us. I have the map up here. It's going to be A Link to the Past. Cool. All right, see you all later. And
see you all
in the next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.